Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So welcome, and if you're new here, welcome to our channel. It is an amazing place for so many great people. Also, if you are new here, please click the subscribe button as well as the notifications button so that you know every time we make our next great video. So also, check us out on our Facebook group, Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I will put the links in the description below. Tons and tons and tons, literally over a ton of awesome, amazing family members in our group. We have lots of people like healthy that are following healthy regimens, Atkins, keto, vegan, just eating healthy, overall want to be healthy and just have a beautiful life, or just want to improve themselves. And it's a really positive place. We don't judge anybody. So without further ado, let's get started. Our video today is going to be intermittent fasting. What is it? How does it work? And the benefits of it. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I'm sure you hear a lot of the times people are like, oh, I got this new fad diet, or I got this new wrap or whatever. So to debunk that really quick, intermittent fasting is not a diet. It's called basically pattern eating, and it's not that you're actually eating anything different. You're just eating in a certain amount of time. So there's a lot of different approaches that you can do to it. Some people do it 1 or 2 days a week. Some people do it every day of the week. I have a friend, he does it literally every single day of the week, and he gets really good results. It works great for a lot of things, including like fat loss and stuff like that, as well as like muscle building because of the insulin resistance. But I will say, first of all, if you're going to be starting something like this for the first time, I recommend maybe 1 or 2 days a week just to get started, to see how you operate with it. A lot of people do really well with intermittent fasting, but a lot of people want to eat continuously through the day. So first of all, I will say my own personal opinion on intermittent fasting is it can be extremely beneficial and great for most people. Okay, there's some people that don't do well when they're not eating. That's why I say start with 2 days a week. I would say do like a Tuesday, Thursday, or like a Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. Skip a day so that you're not freaking yourself out. But if you have no problem, and if you have, good self-discipline and you can do that, that's fine. Go for it. So first of all, how it works, the best approach that I feel is going to be a 16-8 approach, or the 8-16 approach, whichever way you want to do it. It's called a method of 16-8. Okay, so first of all, you would go to sleep. You sleep for 8 hours, or assumingly you sleep for 8 hours, or not eat for 8 hours in the nighttime when you're supposed to be sleeping. Who knows what you're really doing? Creeping. No. But then after that, you wake up. Say you wake up at 5. And then you would not eat till like 1. That's an additional 8 hours, which usually is perfectly easy to do. Now, after that point, the important thing is that you know that you're going to eat for 8 hours after that. So if you have 4 meals, it's perfectly fine. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 hours. You eat every 2 hours, which, to be honest, is usually perfectly acceptable for people. Now, this can work really well for people that have an issue with feeling full. A lot of people, even, it doesn't matter what regimen they're following, Atkins, keto, whatever, I don't care. A lot of people say, hey, I'm really hungry all the time. So cool, try intermittent fasting. Don't eat for 8 hours in the morning, and then in the afternoon you're going to be fully satiated completely through the afternoon and into the night, and have no issues whatsoever, as long as you can stand the morning time, which usually isn't a big thing for people, because I know a lot of people don't like breakfast as much as they like dinner. Obviously, probably because the food's better at dinner, but that depends on what you like. Now, the second thing that I wanted to cover is it's not a game, okay? It's like anything. If you want results, you're going to have to buckle down and actually get serious about this. And it's not something that you can think or get the mindset in yourself. You're like, you know what? Intermittent fasting is great because I can literally just do whatever the hell I want after that 8-hour mark. I can eat ice cream, I can eat, snacks, beef jerky, just whatever. That's not true, okay? Intermittent fasting works if you do it with a healthy approach. Just like anything else. You can't there is no diet that's going to let you eat whatever you want, whenever you want, for whatever reason. There's a lot of promises out there, but the best way to do it is eating healthy. This works because it's restricting your calories and everything for a certain amount of the day, and it burns fat. It's obvious. You have no other choice. You don't have glycogen stores. You don't have sugar in your body. You don't have carbs in your body. You don't have anything in your body besides water. So it's important that you realize that this is not a time to gorge yourself. This is a time to get your good quality, healthy foods, vitamins, nutrients, and minerals in at a certain point of the day in that 8-hour bracket. Now, the third thing that I want to talk about is you don't have to do it daily. You can pick a few days. It all depends. You can do it on the weekend. You can do the 24-hour method. You know, sometimes people don't eat, you know, right after they go to bed on one day, and then they don't eat till they go to bed the next day. You know, that's another method. There's a lot of different methods. There's like 5/8, 12/4s. There's just crazy methods amounts. So don't think there's not an approach for you, because there probably is. Now, number 4 is, I don't personally recommend extremely strenuous exercise while doing your fasting period. If you're going to do air exercises and stuff like that, I recommend doing those when you actually have the foods and stuff like that in your 8-hour bracket. But on the other hand of that, light walking, light cardio, yoga, things like that are really good, because those are fat burning exercises. Maybe like a half-hour walk, a 45-minute walk, or maybe a light jog, 15-minute jog or something like that, or an hour of yoga or something, because these are fat burning things, and this is a fat burning fast. So that is what intermittent fasting is used for, because it wants to burn those stubborn fat cells. Now, number 5 is, I want you guys to drink lots of water, because it's really important when you're not burning. You have to know you're still burning, you're still sweating, you're still working through all of those normal functions of everything, and you want your body to be able to process, because you are going to be in a smaller bracket of time. You want to make sure that you are flushing out your system and having plenty of water, and it's nice and lubricated up when you actually get your food in that 8-hour bracket. So please remember that. If you do want to drink coffee or tea during this time, it has to be black. No milk, no sugar, no nothing. No sweeteners, no sweet and low, no stevia, nothing. Okay, I'm not giving you a single thing. If you want to drink coffee, but remember, if you overdo it with caffeine, you're going to get cravings. You're going to get hungry. So please keep it to a minimum. I prefer you drink your damn water, but that's completely up to you. So number 6 is underweight, pregnant, or children should not do this, or at the very least, contact your personal family care physician. Don't think that I'm a doctor. I don't ever claim to be, and I think if you're going to do something like this, you should make sure that your doctor knows about it, even if you're not following a strict regimen as far as like if you're pregnant or a child or anything like that, or if you have low blood pressure. So please, if you have any health concerns, make sure your doctor or your physician knows exactly what you're doing at all times. And if you don't like what they say, get a second opinion, because a lot of the times they may be biased against certain things. So remember, just because they said it's not okay, get a second and maybe even a third opinion, and I think it's really good to do that. The next thing is, it's really good for fighting the insulin battle. Fighting the insulin battle can be really good because if you're constantly satiating yourself throughout the day and you're constantly eating food and stuff like that, it becomes really difficult to control those insulin levels. Now, if you're following like a low carb regimen or keto regimen, you're probably not getting as many insulin spikes as you would if you were eating like tons of fruit and candies and stuff like that. But even so, it does spike a little bit and goes up and down. But if you're not eating, it's staying pretty even, and then you're actually controlling when it spikes and stuff like that, which is really good. It can be really good for a lot of people. And the best thing that I feel that intermittent fasting does for people is it teaches them a lot of self-control. Those of you that have problems with eating too much or whatever, it can really help, because then you know you can only eat between this time, you get your meals ready for this time, you eat every couple hours, and you're good to go, because then it gives you less time to have mistakes, if that makes sense. Hopefully you understand that. Now, some of the benefits, and I just want to run through a quick couple of the benefits before we finish up. Try to keep this under 10 minutes. Increased metabolism, eat less naturally. So because you're eating every 2 hours and you're going to eat in an 8-hour period, you're probably going to come up short like 200-300 calories, which is probably pretty good. Obviously, naturally, if you hit 3,500 calories, that's a pound of fat lost in theory. Not always the case, but it's definitely going to help you in the long run. It burns stubborn fat because you don't have any other things inside your body like glycogen or carbs or anything like that. Everything's eliminated, so it has no other choice but to burn stubborn fat. Now, it also reduces insulin resistance, reduces blood sugar because, well, you don't have any in your blood. It reduces reduces bad cholesterol as well as inflammatory markers, and reduces overall, because of all of those things, you have a reduced risk of heart disease. My personal opinion on intermittent fasting is it's for some people it's not for. I would recommend everybody at least try it here and there. If you have any type of thing like diabetes or anything like that, please make sure you're contacting your physician before you do something like that. And it's not like it's too extreme, but think about it. It's a natural thing for most animals to be able to not eat because they don't have a constant supply of food. I believe, personally, we probably eat too much too often. Not necessarily like if you're following Atkins or something like that, because you're eating those 5 meals a day, but those are extremely healthy foods compared to, you know, somebody that's eating McDonald's 3 or 4 times a day or whatever. So maybe I think it's a really good thing to back off eating so much, and maybe only eating for portions of the day. Look at lions, look at tigers and stuff like that. You know, they work really hard, and we used to work really hard since the beginning of time, and then we get the food, and then we're naturally amazing fat storers. We're not necessarily good at fat burning, and the reason for that is because that's what keeps us alive. So keep that in mind. You guys, like I said before, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Keep up the good work. Keep kicking ass. Seriously, I love you guys. Thank you. We just hit over 10,000 subscribers. I'm super excited. Please always, always, always share our videos. Have a beautiful day. Remember to hashtag be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. And I would love for you to say below if you've tried intermittent fasting or if you're looking to try it in the near future. Have a good day, guys. Peace.